Oh, why is it smoking?
Huh?
Oh,
My God!
In this episode, we are doing things a little differently. We will be cooking a beautiful dinner for all our hardworking producers here at the Fat Kid Inside Studios and FEATR Media, and hopefully inspire you all in the type of dishes and food that you can cook for your family and friends during these holidays. So from us to you, Happy Holidays! So it's been a logistical nightmare, apparently. All these tired, beautiful, happy faces. We did a lot of the preps. You guys did the preps yesterday? Yes, so they prepped in the studio yesterday. I was coming from a shoot, so I had to prep at home last night. This is the first time we're actually properly cooking for each other. I feel like we cook in a studio format, so when we do taste our foods and each other's foods, it's really kind of just like standing, two subos and then kind of go to the next thing. There's always something happening. So this is the first time we're actually all sitting down together as a big dysfunctional family and feeding each other. So I'm personally very excited to try Trish's food tonight. I've heard magnificent things. Trish, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, thanks. Thank you for asking.
Seth is our showboater, so I feel like he's been really excited to kind of showcase like his true talent and kind of break out.
Ynna!
Yeah.
break free, baby. That's what I'm gonna.
Nica, what are you making? Dessert?
I'm making a cake.
Okay. Ynna, Sam, how are you guys feeling?
I'm excited.
And then Martin, feeling like death as usual?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna be doing last minute preps here, getting the food ready for everyone, and then you're gonna basically come with each pair, except I'm the solo one, and we're gonna explain kind of the food that we did, the preps that we did, and eventually have everyone taste it and be really honest about each other's food.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm a food content creator for TFKI.
Hi, I'm Ynna, and I'm a junior food editor. We are in charge of the appetizers.
Yeah.
And what we'll be making today?
Deviled eggs. So, normally when we talk about deviled eggs, simple lang siya, egg yolk, tapos miniksan ng mayonnaise with the egg white on top. But today, I'm gonna be making it something special. How about you? What are you gonna be making?
Okay, so for appetizer, I will be making a tropical crunch ceviche because first thing, kapag kumain ka, you need to open up the palate. So I opt to making something fresh, something light. So I really love ceviche. I love kinilaw. And yun yung naisip kong gawin. So I'm using pomelo for my ceviche kasi personally, I love lahat ng tropical fruits.
Okay, so while Ynna is doing that, I'm actually making
Sarap.
my egg yolk cream mixture. So I'm just using Hellmann's real mayonnaise, cream cheese, mustard, and then we are gonna put some spices over here. And then while this is going, I'm going to check on my roasted bell peppers that I roasted off cam. Babalik ko pa to because what we're looking for is this black talaga. So when you achieve this, it's easier to peel. Mga 15 minutes and then we are gonna be mixing it na. We are gonna put the egg yolks here, and then the egg whites, we're gonna separate them. We're gonna fry them a la minute, meaning doon na sa site. So we're just dunking the eggs in ice cold water to shock the eggs to stop the cooking process, and for you to be able to crack it na hindi ka napapaso. So with the whites, I am going to make a brine na lang. Brining is actually for extra flavor, but not only that, it's actually acts as a preserve din.
Nanggigigil na ako sa pomelo na to.
You want to switch, perhaps?
Really? You want to?
Oh!
What do you want me to do?
Tapos na ako eh. Hey, iwan ka na dito. Okay, so we're gonna cut the eggs now. Yun na nga. Separate. So, the yolks are gonna go here. Just be careful on dunking them because sometimes the egg whites break. Started cooking when I was first year college, so that was 10 years ago. But started cooking professionally 2019 when I was in Australia for a fine dining restaurant which was specializing in Filipino food still. It was there that I actually had a passion for Filipino food just because of that restaurant. Fast forward 2020, bumalik ako sa Philippines because of the pandemic. Then I put up my restaurant in Dumaguete. Tapos nalugi kasi tanga-tanga ako.
Bakit
Ayun,
naman?
nag-content creation, tapos nag-hire si Papa E. Tapos ewan ko, nagdala ko ng pasalubong dito. Siguro yun yung nagpa-hire.
Oo, ang sarap ng dinala niyang pasalubong.
I'd rather have it thick than loose. Because if it's too loose, then I'm gonna need more yolks.
Oh, guys, I'm done with my pomelo. First prep done. Let's go in. Baga! Oh my God, nagdami! I'm just gonna get all of the cheeks out. So, I started cooking. Grade 2, grade 3. I was just watching my mom. Pero ang saya naman ang ginagawa niya. Gusto ko rin gawin. And then, mas nag-develop yung pagkagusto kong magluto when I was watching cooking shows. I was watching like MasterChef, Food Network, Asian Food Channel. Parang that was my go-to channel when I was growing up.
Alright, so this is our Nukcham Buffalo glaze. It looks runny now, but when it thickens, due to the sugar content, when it's heating up, it's gonna be really, really tasty. We're gonna put a lot of cayenne, because I want the guests to actually enjoy the spice. Yung tipong, it tingles in your mouth, and when it comes to main course, madami kang kakainin.
Oh my God, guys! Tapos na ako sa mangga! I have here mango that I cut into like really small cubes. Now, I'll just do juicing of the lemons first.
Again, still prepping egg whites. God, why did I pick this recipe? Trade tayo.
Tama ba to? Or like this?
Oh, sige, trade tayo. Dapat makinis, ha?
Kailangan pala ng muscles dito. What am I gonna do?
Just de-shell everything. This is almost everything that we can do here. We want to keep it fresh on site then. So, we will see you guys there. And for the meantime, yung main course naman ang magpe-prep dito.
Yep, let's go!
What is up, guys? My name's Seth,
And I'm Trish.
and we are food content creators of FEATR
Media.
and the Fat Kid Inside Studios. And today we are assigned with...
The main dish!
All right, let's get on with it. For me, I'm making a Thai-flavored, inspired-ish pork belly. So it's gonna be crispy skin, roasted, enough to feed the whole family. And you?
Yes, so we took inspiration from Thai flavors. So he's making the pork belly, and I'm gonna be working on the salad and the rice pilaf. The rice pilaf is gonna be mojo verde. Oh, that was so short.
Aray. With that, we wanted to go something different. We want to be a little more fun with it. So we're gonna go ahead and start. As you can see, I have 2 pieces of pork belly. Oh, shucks. And if you can see, these have dimples. It's because I already punctured it with my knife. So I wanted to make holes in it, and I wanted to help that dry as much as possible.
I just want to say this is so exciting because Seth and I have known each other for quite some time now, but it's our first time to work together on a dish.
So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be cutting this pork belly in half. I do want it to have more or less an even cooking time, and I want also to have it more surface for it to dry. I'm just gonna do a light score at the bottom to make sure that the flavors go in later. So we're just gonna do something really, really shallow just to ensure that a lot of flavor gets into our pork. How about you? How's your salad going along?
Ito, mango pa din. So I'm still prepping the mangoes. I'm just gonna blend this and make a simple mango vinaigrette.
So first, we want to make sure that we make our marinade for the pork. The faster we marinate, the longer time it has to actually have the ingredients come in.
I'll help you with that.
So I'm just gonna do a rough chop on these. So I want you to just quarter them because
Okay.
we're gonna put them in a food processor later. Put it on the pork, and before cooking, we're gonna scrape it out.
Okay, I'm the sous chef here, guys.
You can do a rough chop also on this ginger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do just a little quickie smash on this garlic.
Lakas.
If you want to peel your garlic, a nice little quick little ways to just put them around between your hands, and it comes right off.
Bugs.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how to devein, quote unquote devein or de-stem the kaffir lime, because
Okay.
we're gonna blend this, and I don't want that tough stem in the center to ruin it. So what you want to do is just pull back,
Okay, I
and
can
then
do that.
keep.
Is this the same one they use for curries?
Yeah, this is actually the same one they use for curries. Do a quick chop of the lemongrass to really give this pork belly a fragrant aroma.
Do you like lemongrass, Seth?
I love lemongrass.
Okay, because I know it's kind of an acquired taste, right? Not everyone really likes lemongrass on their food.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kaffir lime. Our lemongrass. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this.
Okay, so while he's already working on that, I'll go back to my dressing. So all I have to do is just cut the acid or the citric fruit. I'm using lime in this case. I'm just gonna slice it in half so later I can easily juice it out.
So I'm gonna grind our paste that we're gonna rub later. Give a few pulses.
Isaksak mo kaya muna.
I knew that. I knew that.
Ganyan talaga pag natataranta.
Show them. Let me just plug this in because I knew that it was unplugged.
Of course, he knew that. Please. Oh. Nakasaksak ba yung extension mo?
Yeah. Here we are.
Sige, take 3.
Take 3.
Pindutin mo na yan. Na-imagine ko na siya with a pork belly.
I don't want to beat them up too much.
It smells so good. Wait, there's a leaf here.
Oh shit, why is it smoking?
Huh?
Oh
My God!
Unplug it.
Why the f is it smoking? Smelled like fire.
Hazardous pala pag kami magkasama. Okay, I'm just gonna blend my mangoes. Put a little bit of some acid. I'll put a little bit of olive oil and some honey. You might be thinking I'm making a fruit juice, but no, not even close. Okay.
I'm gonna start seasoning my pork belly with some salt to get it started. This will help it have more flavor over it. Hey, I wanna try. Put some more
Where?
here on my wrist.
What do you think does it lack?
Joke lang! Ang sarap.
So after I blend this, actually, I might cook it lang over low heat just because we worked with pork right beside it, just for
Agreed.
sanitary and hygienic purposes.
So what I'm doing here, I'm really working the salt into those scores that I made. This will help ensure a flavorful meat. And I'm gonna rub in our blended herb vegetable spice mix. So come, join me, Trish. We're gonna boat these.
Oh, I thought we were done.
No, we're gonna boat them. So I'm gonna be covering this with foil at the bottom, but leaving the skin exposed. I'm just gonna set these aside and we can set up whatever else you have to do.
Yeah, I'm just
later
gonna
on.
clean up the kitchen counters so we won't contaminate any food. All right, so I realized that the mojo verde is best done when it's fresh to avoid the herbs from browning. So I'll just do that tomorrow. And then right now I'm just gonna make this simmer and then you can make your sauce and we'll call it a day.
Yeah. I am making a nice, like spicy, garlicky thigh sauce to top off with our pork later. So I'm gonna be just mincing some red onions.
This is actually really, really simple. All we have to do is just wait for it to simmer just so we can kill any bacteria or any germs, and then we can turn off the fire and let it cool. It's already simmering. I'm just gonna turn it off and set this aside to cool down.
Yeah. So guys, what I'm just putting here, just garlic, onion. I'm gonna add some fish sauce, sugar, lime or lemon to taste. You can add chilies if you want it spicy, but it's also very, very important to do this maybe a day before because you want those flavors to really, get to know each other. I think we just gotta keep this in the fridge, cover it so it doesn't stink up the whole place because it is fish sauce.
Yeah,
And
we just have to clean up and we're done.
get ready for tomorrow, right?
Let's go.
I'm gonna completely break the treatment of this video, and I am so sorry about that. I had an absolutely crazy day. I just came from a shoot with Dahlia and Anne, which I'm super grateful for. Like, this video is all about being thankful, and that was such a great shoot, and it's just great at this age. I've been doing this for a long time to kind of still do these projects. It's really great. But now, as you can see, it is 9:30 p.m. I am absolutely exhausted, and tomorrow is when we'll be cooking for everyone. And I feel this dinner that we're doing is really special, and that's why I'm putting in the extra hours and the extra effort to serve good food. By now you know what I'm making, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the prep. So really important tonight is to cook the beef cheeks down for about 12 hours. And then after that, I'm gonna start my lobster stock and then figure out how to bring those two sauces together. The dish is really inspired by mechado, very loosely in terms of flavors, and then just kind of cleaning that up and thinking of ways how would I serve it in a very special, but still kind of very homey way. And I really hope that people like it. It's in my head now, I haven't executed it, but hopefully it turns out pretty good. So the idea here is to play with the classic flavors of what makes a beef mechado and kind of like turn it on top of its head. And I'm gonna be making the beef cheeks with your aromatics, but I'm not gonna be using those aromatics, I'm gonna be discarding them later. But I'm gonna cook everything together for about 12 hours in the oven, and that's just gonna give it so much great flavor. And then I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and then I'm gonna sear them again, retain that sauce, and then just clean it up, sieve it, mix that with the lobster broth that we're making, and that's just gonna make a really thick, kind of like almost jus-like demi-glace sauce. Which will carry all the flavor from all the elements that we're adding there. And then I have to work on a few other things, like tomorrow I'll be making an onion and ube subi, so just kind of like imagine a mashed potato blended with caramelized onions. It's beautiful, I've done that before, and I think that's it. Okay, new day, new apron, feeling slightly rested, got about 5 hours of sleep. Let's check on our prep. So here is our lobster stock that reduced for about 3 hours. This thing was full till here, so we really reduced it down. And it is so intense and beautiful. Yum. While that's going, we're basically gonna take our lobster tails right here, and I'm gonna poach that in some butter, but I'm gonna basically do it in a water bath so the temperature is controlled. I think I'm gonna go for about 54 centigrade for about 20 minutes, so they should get nice and tender, but not like breakaway tender, and that's just gonna infuse all the butter into the lobster tails, which will be fantastic.
We are both assigned to the dessert, so kami yung
Yes.
panapos. Kami yung kailangan we finish, ano ba?
I actually am planning to make a carrot cake, but then may napanood kasi ako sa TikTok chef na nilagay niya yung buong cheesecake in between 2 layers of carrot cake. So it's like, ooh, that's cool. Sige, perfect. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna make it 5 layers so that be around roughly this high. Para talagang pang centerpiece siya.
So di nyo, pag nakita nyo, di nyo alam kung may ikakasal ba o birthday. Wala. What's the frosting gonna be?
The frosting is gonna be cream cheese as well.
Ooh.
So, but it's a light cream cheese frosting.
Okay.
So not to overwhelm the cream cheese and the cheesecake on the center. And then I'm planning to have a sauce that would go with it. And then siguro like individual or barbecue teriyaki.
Humba.
A spiced butterscotch sauce.
Right. Request ko lang, walang raisins.
No, it's okay. I don't like raisins.
I love
Sorry.
it. Kaya kami mag-pere. So ako naman, she's gonna be making the centerpiece. Carrot cake, she's gonna make it beautiful for sure. Yung sa akin kasi, I don't know if I'm gonna say it right. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. So si Erwan ang bahalang mag-correct sa akin bukas. It's called basherin o citron. So basically, it's like fancy.
Fancy.
That's why it's very. It looks complicated, but it's only complicated because there's multiple components to it. So I'm going to be making lemon sorbet, lemon curd, meringue, and some lemon syrup. So it's all gonna go together. It's
I
not
love
gonna
how
be,
fresh it is.
Diba? So may fresh, tas may hindi fresh.
Okay, so ang kagandahan actually sa recipe na to na gagawin natin is that you can actually make this ahead of time. So this is sour cream. Just for added acidity, you can use heavy cream if it's not available.
How do they add the acidity?
If you only have cream, you can actually add like for a cup of cream, a tablespoon of your acid, so lemon or vinegar. And then I have here 3 blocks of cream cheese, and then some white sugar, and then vanilla, depends kung anong gusto niyo. You can also use lemon extract, and then 2 eggs.
All right, cool.
And then just cream everything together and then that's it.
So the first thing that I can do is actually the lemon curd. It's not the easiest. The easiest is the lemon syrup. So for this one, I need a lot of sugar. Would be enough. Tapos, it's like making pastry cream, but more on the asim kilig style. Tapos lemon juice na piniga namin kanina pa.
So I'm just adding my sour cream, chef, to this one.
Okay.
And then we're going to whip this again while I prepare the eggs.
I love it. So while you're preparing the eggs, so this process, it's called tempering. It's usually not done for lemon curd. Kadalasan pag lemon curd, isang bagsakan, just one pot, mix everything together until they form like the thickness or consistency that you prefer. Then slowly, so tempering cooks your eggs without coagulating everything, making the temperature equal for both liquids. And then from there, put it back. And then, right, so wala pa yung texture na gusto ko, but at this moment, lalagay ko na yung half a cup of butter. So yeah, lemon curd is full of sugar and fat, but you don't eat a lot of it naman when it comes to pag nilagay na siya sa pastry. You usually just dot it or a tablespoon.
So 1 egg at a time. Then I'm going to add our vanilla flavor.
So yung consistency ko, I don't want it to be like the spread curd. So gusto ko lang siya maging sauce consistency, which is this. I'll finish it up with some zest. Alright, so that's it. Ito na yung first component ko.
So ito naman, my batter is done.
Okay, we'll make the lemon sorbet. So equal parts lemon and water. Lemon juice. Ang ingay, ang ingay. Ano ba yan? Nakaka-bad trip.
So I'm going to do a bain-marie for my cheesecake.
What?
If there's no bain-marie, it's going to rise quickly, and then it's going to crack, and then it's going to burn.
Sino si Marie? So ice cream, obviously it comes from, it has to have a base called crème anglaise. So crème anglaise is milk-based, sometimes cream, and you usually thicken it with egg yolks and sweetened with sugar, flavored with vanilla beans, or whatever flavor you might prefer. Now, sorbet is more of just the juice. So let's say lemon sorbet, lemon juice, water, sugar. So the thing is, it doesn't freeze like ice cream. But sorbet, it's like you're making ice. Parang gawa ng ice candy, pero mas social. People usually say, ang dami namang asukal niyan. You're not gonna eat the whole cake, right? So, I'm not mad. Kasi, that's what I like about this machine thing. Para ka lang gagawa talaga ng ice candy, tapos siya na bahala. We'll cover this, put it in the freezer, hopefully tumigas siya. So next, gagawa tayo ng merengue.
Wrong.
Tapos gusto ko lang sana siya yung magpo-provide ng texture doon sa buong dessert natin. Just help stabilize the egg whites. Add a pinch of salt and we'll mix it on medium. Now that I have micro bubbles, I'll gradually add my sugar. We don't dump it in all in one go. That's because you're gonna destroy all the bubbles that you've made. So dahan-dahan lang. All right, so this is the right consistency I'm looking for. It's stiff but soft.
So now it's time for frosting. Cream cheese. I'm gonna cream this first. Oh shoot, wait.
Naman.
I'll check my cake first.
Ako munang bahala.
I'm back.
And better than ever.
Time to add the butter.
Wow.
This is softened, so mas prefer ko na mas soften yung butter kesa sa cream cheese because mas kailangan natin na stable yung cream cheese than the butter. We're just going to cream both together.
Yeah.
So we're going to add our vanilla for flavor. Okay, this looks better now. It's now time to assemble our cake. So I love to add glucose at the base para this acts as the glue later on sa cake natin.
So this is now first layer. Thank you, Chef. So just that. Second layer in. Then it's time for the cheesecake. That are... See, it's so tall already. Pang centerpiece na ba, Chef? Thanks, Chef.
Attraction.
One tip that I like para hindi tumalon yung layers on top, especially na mabigat ang carrot cake, is to use dowel. So, my favorite type of dowel for ganito lang ka-size na cake is boba straws. 2 dowels. Push it using the excess dowel. Another one. Push it. Then we're going to crumb coat our cake with the rest of our frosting. Mga expert, like my mom, she doesn't do crumb coat, just that.
So after this, just a crumb coat and
A light crumb coat, and then I'm going to
takip sulit.
finish everything tomorrow now. And then that's it.
Ganyan ba kayo sa bahay nyo? Sorry po.
That should come right off. Ow!
Kala mo galit ako. Sarap daw ito.
Okay, so to start and to awaken the palate, I present you my tropical crunch ceviche. So it features lapu-lapu and shrimp for seafood, and it's marinated in a mixture of citrus mix, which is calamansi and lemon. And it's then tossed in a vibrant mix of pomelo, mangoes, cucumbers, tomatoes, and red onions. Then for the crunch, I made some crispy wonton chips. You can either dip it or crumble it, however you like. So, enjoy! I'm really thankful for the guidance, support, and your brilliant creativity. Being around such talented people makes me feel inspired every day. And I just can't wait to learn more from you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.
As a fan of retro cooking, this is a 70s inspired deviled eggs, so panko fried egg whites at the bottom. You have a roasted bell pepper cream mixture on top, followed by a Nook Cham buffalo glaze. That's kind of like a fusion between Thai and American cuisine. Then it's finished off with tarragon and chives pork. I am really thankful for the opportunity that I am able to work with a team that is driven with a vision to promote Filipino cuisine heritage in general.
Oh yeah. Try
Yummy.
my pork belly.
Not too much.
It needs the fish sauce. Juicy, tender.
That's good.
So good.
So here I have a whole roast pork belly with Thai-inspired flavors. So I flavored it with kaffir lime, lemongrass, ginger, garlic, and seasoned it with salt. Dried it for about 2 days and cooked it really nice and slow. On the side, you have a Thai fish sauce. I'm really thankful for your patience and your motivation, and just your spirit of work really inspired us to just become better at our job and just trying to deliver what you guys see in us. And we believe, and I believe that you see greatness in each and every one of us. So I'm very, very thankful for that.
So I've made a mojo verde rice pilaf. So it's basically herbs that were blended together and we cook the rice in it. And then we also have a side salad to go with it, so you have your vegetables for the day. And it's topped with a mango dressing, yes, for that Thai-inspired flavor. So 2024 was a different year for me, probably one of the best years of my life. And it started off very differently. I didn't think I would be here today. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you, producers, videographers, editors, everybody, including those who work on and off camera. I'm so grateful because of your patience. And 2024 is full of big milestones for me, and you guys are definitely one for the books. So thank you, and I hope we continue to work together, you know?
Oh, wow.
That's Jennifer Coolidge. Only in the bedroom. That's good.
That's the go single, guys. Let's eat.
Yeah, the pork's next level, Seth.
That is so good. Wow.
My dad knew him. So we would go on his boat.
You know the kakanin in front of the...
So obviously, yung favorite ko was the kinilaw or ceviche. I finished one entire bowl. Wow. Never everything so good. As in, Seth, the sauce is super game changer. Super sarap, promise. No joke. I'm thankful for the growth. I'm sure super lucky to be surrounded by people who are very passionate in what they do. And it's always another learning experience every day with the team.
God don't hurt yourself.
So the dish that we made today, the idea was how can you put together two dishes that I grew up with that I really have strong memories with, which is a beef mechado. And the only dish my dad ever taught me, which was homard à l'armoricaine, which is the only dish he ever taught me how to make, but it's absolutely delicious. And I found those flavors to be very kind of synonymous, so that's what I kind of played with. So you have veal cheeks. I added nduja. And then homard à l'armoricaine is a tomato-based stew, lobster stew from France as well, where both of those stocks came together and then cooked down into a really thick, kind of like fatty sauce. That's why I didn't put too much of it, because it's quite intense. And then I sous vide and poached, butter poached lobsters, and I really cooked down the veal so that they're nice and tender. And then that's served with betel nut. Betel nut is what they use when they make nanga in like Visayas and stuff when they chew tobacco. So that's the leaf I use to kind of deep fry it. So that's another Filipino element on the plate. And yeah, so the idea was to kind of present those two cultures in one dish. And then we have soubise. Soubise is a French sauce of caramelized onions that's kind of blended at a high speed with cream and milk, which is really nice. And then I added natural ube to it. There's no coloring there. So it's kind of like a mashed, it looks like ube halaya, but it's not. It's a savory version. So it's soubise mixed with an ube mash. So those two things come together nicely.
So what are you grateful for?
In my life, I've never really believed so much in something that I was doing, and that belief would not be possible with a team that we've built over the years. Yes, that team has grown, has changed. The dynamics are always more complicated the number of people that you bring into a team, but I really do think that the instinct, the flexibility, and everything that we started with is still very much at the core of what we do. I really believe in kind of all the work that we're doing. I think it's fantastic. I think we're doing something that's never been done in the Philippines. And, you know, I've always hated when people said, you know, it's good enough for the Philippines. Like, that was always something that kind of gnawed at me, that pissed me off. And I think we're proving that quote wrong in general. And that's something that wouldn't be possible with everyone that's at this table, and everyone that's not at this table that couldn't join us today. So thank you very much for kind of believing in this journey with me as well. I know we operate at a very high pace and a high speed, but I think it's something that we can all agree that, you know, we're very lucky to be put in this position as well to do things that we're passionate about. So thank you all.
So I super love this dish because I can taste the flavors of yung Filipino and French. I can eat it as is. First, I'm grateful for the kitchen team for working so hard and preparing everything that's on the table right now. Everything was so good. I'm also grateful for the whole TFKI team because everyone's so passionate and it's actually super inspiring and it pushes me to become better each day.
Naman, parang more than 10 years na ako sa industry, but sa dami ng shoot na napunta ko, as in sobrang daming shoot na napunta ko, ito lang yung production na iningatan ko ng sobra. So, looking forward sa more years to come.
All right, so we are Team Dessert. Yes. Nica and Marts. So the first one, the one in front of you, it's Vacherin au citron. Is that correct? Vacherin au citron. Basically, it's like an ice cream cake, but with all lemon. So it's merengue, it's lemon curd, lemon sorbet, and mint and basil syrup. All house-made, all sour but sweet. And whenever I make dishes for people, it always comes from, sorry Seth, it always comes from memory and experience. So this was the last recipe I developed with a good friend of mine before he passed away. And things like that, I love serving to people I really like. So this one's for everyone here. I hope you guys like it. I am thankful for each and every one of you here. Okay? You guys are very patient with each other. You always listen to, you know, instructions, criticisms, or even affirmations, which is great.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you. The centerpiece.
Okay, so after a refreshing dessert from Chef, so we want to close and end this wonderful Thanksgiving dinner on a warm and sweet note. So that's why I chose a Mary cheesecake stuffed carrot cake. So in the middle of our carrot cake, there's a whole cheesecake. It's frosted with a very nice and light cream cheese frosting. Just to have it all come together, there's a spiced butterscotch sauce that you can drizzle on top. So I'm very grateful for the entire team because you believed in me even if I had doubts with myself. And I'm just very thankful for each and every one of you. And hopefully it's gonna be a fruitful 2025.
Grateful for. Siyempre, may one time na nagtanong sa akin, sobrang ganda ng family mo, sabi niya sa akin. So, ako naman, ang sagot ko doon, it all boils down kung saan ka nanggaling. Siyempre, bago mo na-build yung family na yun, nagkaroon ka ng trabaho. And from that work, nilaban mo yung pamilya mo through that, kung ano yung nakikita ng mga tao ngayon. Di ba? So, babalik tayo doon kung saan ako nanggaling at grateful ako sa sarili ko. Like Hans, grateful ako sa sarili ko. Alam niyo kung bakit? Dahil dumating ako ng 1.5 hour early para mag-BTS kay Erwan. So, yung 1.5 hour early na yun, na late yung cam operator. Tapos sabi sa akin nung DOP, Mon, pwede mo ba hawakan tong camera na to? And from that day on, sobrang grateful ako sa sarili ko dahil nakilala ko si Inong araw na yon. At nung araw na yon, tinanong niya kung may passport ako. At nung araw din na yon, nalock ko yung flight ko papuntang Taiwan. At yun yung first job ko kay Erwan. So, Dahil pumasok ako ng sobrang aga, nakuha ko yung opportunity na yon at yun yung dahilan kung nasan ako ngayon. So, lesson in everyone na parang lahat ng opportunity na binibigay sa inyo, dapat maging grateful kayo. And grateful ako dahil sobrang laki na natin ngayon. Pag pumapasok ako sa office, sobrang ganda ng mga nagwe-welcome sa akin. Like, everyone welcomes me. Walang bad trip, walang tao na nakikita ka na kasi mangot, walang nakikita tao na nagko-complain about their life. Kasi pare-pareho tayo ng binabato na energy in each and every one. And grateful ako dahil lahat tayo nagbubuhatan, hindi pa baba, kundi paakyat. Thank you, Erwan, dahil kung saan man kami nanggaling, kung saan man yung attitude na to ngayon, for sure, may pinanggagalingan to at yun yung boss natin. Kung hindi naman siya, kung kupal siya, kupal tayong lahat. Di ba? For sure yun. Thank you, thank you. Love you, man. Salamat. At lalaki pa tayo for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Binigyan mo ako ng pagkakataon. Ito pa rin yung pangarap ko. Ay, sorry. Ito. Lock sa editor talaga.